As we age, one of the most significant decisions we may face is where to live. For many seniors, the thought of moving in with adult children seems like a comforting, practical solution, especially if they find themselves experiencing health issues, financial strain, or a desire for companionship. However, while living with family may appear to offer security and convenience, there are several hidden consequences that could significantly affect a senior's sense of independence and quality of life. In this video, we will explore why moving in with your adult children after 70 can quietly ruin your independence. Understanding independence in later years. Independence is one of the core values that many seniors hold dear. As we age, maintaining control over our daily routines, decisions, and environment becomes crucial for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. For seniors who have spent a lifetime in charge of their own lives, the loss of this autonomy can be deeply disempowering, but the challenges of aging can often push individuals to consider living arrangements that seem like a natural solution, like moving in with children. While this may be a temporary option, it can often lead to unintended consequences that compromise the very independence you may be trying to protect. The impact on physical and emotional health. Loss of control. When you live with adult children, you are no longer solely in charge of your schedule. Your children may take over decisions regarding your meals, medications, and daily activities, leaving you with little to no say. This can quickly make you feel like a guest in your own life. As a senior, your ability to make choices regarding how and when you want to do things is vital for maintaining a sense of control over your environment. Being micromanaged or dependent on others for these decisions can erode your sense of self and autonomy. Emotional toll. For many seniors, living independently is closely tied to their self-worth and emotional well-being. When you move in with your adult children, you may feel as if you are burdening them, even if they insist they are happy to help. Over time, this can lead to feelings of guilt, anxiety, and depression. You may also struggle with your privacy, which is essential to mental health, especially in later years. Constantly being around family members, even if you love them, can reduce your personal space, leading to emotional fatigue and stress. Impact on relationships. Living together under one roof often changes the dynamic between parents and children. The relationship that was once a parent-child dynamic can shift into a caregiving or roommate relationship. While this might seem like a natural transition, it can strain both the parent and the child. You may feel that your adult children are no longer seeing you as an equal, or that the parent-child roles have been blurred. This shift can lead to feelings of resentment, frustration, or dependence. Reduced social life. Seniors who live independently often have more opportunities to engage socially with their community, whether through friends, activities, or local groups. However, moving in with adult children can restrict this social network. You might find yourself spending most of your time in the home with family, which can reduce your opportunities to interact with peers or pursue activities that foster a sense of personal identity. Isolation is one of the significant risks seniors face when living with family, and it can contribute to feelings of loneliness, depression, and a diminished sense of purpose. Physical safety and loss of mobility. As we age, maintaining physical health becomes increasingly important. However, moving in with your adult children may inadvertently contribute to a decline in your physical well-being. Limited freedom of movement. When you live in someone else's space, the layout of the home may not be conducive to your physical needs. For instance, stairs, narrow hallways, or inadequate bathroom facilities may limit your mobility. In many cases, adult children's homes are not designed with seniors in mind. Adjustments to the home may be necessary to make it more senior-friendly. If these modifications are not made, the risk of falls or accidents increases, further compromising your safety and independence. Dependence on others for physical tasks. Living with adult children can also result in dependence for even basic physical tasks. You may feel like you're burdening them by asking for help with tasks like cooking, cleaning, or transportation. Over time, This dependence can become a source of frustration and loss of confidence, feeling physically unable to care for yourself, even for routine activities, can have a significant emotional impact, leading to a loss of self-respect and further decreasing your desire to be independent. Reduced exercise. Seniors living independently are often more active and engaged in their own daily routines. Moving in with adult children may result in a less structured daily life, potentially leading to reduced opportunities for exercise or engaging in physical activities. With children taking on a more dominant role, household activities, you may find yourself becoming more sedentary, which can accelerate the decline of your physical health. Financial considerations and complications. Cost of moving in while living with adult children may seem like a way to reduce living expenses. There are hidden costs that constrain both the senior and the adult children's finances. Seniors may need to contribute to household costs, even if they are not directly responsible for major financial decisions. In many cases, adult children may expect financial contributions from parents, even if it's just for groceries, utilities, or home maintenance. These financial expectations may create tension, especially if the senior feels they cannot afford it or if they have already given up financial control to their children. Caregiving costs. While adult children may step into caregiving roles for aging parents, there are often financial implications associated with this transition. Providing for the physical, emotional, and medical needs of an aging parent can be expensive, whether it's for additional medical care, transportation costs, or extra help at home. These costs can add up. Additionally, adult children may be forced to reduce their working hours or income to care for their parents, which can create resentment and strain on the family. The long-term impact on identity. Loss of personal space. Personal space is often a vital element of a senior's well-being. When you move in with your adult children, you may no longer have the freedom to personalize your living space. Living out of someone else's space can leave you feeling like a guest rather than a person with ownership of your own environment. Your sense of identity and personal comfort is often linked to your space, and losing this can make you feel disconnected from who you are. This loss can have a significant impact on your emotional and mental health. Decreased autonomy. The very act of moving into someone else's home can signal a shift from autonomy to dependence. Whether it's the physical layout of the house, the routine set by your children, or the sense of being looked after, the transition from independence to dependence can be subtle but profound. As time goes on, you may find that the small freedoms you once had, such as coming and going as you please, eating when you want, or having privacy, become increasingly restricted. Over time, this can take away your sense of agency and self-determination. The importance of planning for independence. Start early with long-term care plans. The decision to move in with children can sometimes be an emotional one, driven by a need for companionship or the fear of being alone. However, it's important for seniors to plan ahead and think about their long-term needs before making such a significant change. Preparing for aging involves understanding and addressing not just the physical aspects of care, but the emotional and psychological aspects as well. Taking steps to maintain independence can lead to a more fulfilling and empowered later life.